First contact and ridicule. The vast expanse of space stretched before Captain Maya Chen as she guided the Earth's first faster-than-light ship, the ESS Horizon, towards the coordinates of an alien signal. After decades of searching, humanity had finally made contact with an advanced extraterrestrial civilization. The crew's excitement was palpable, a mix of anticipation and nervousness permeating the bridge. Approaching the rendezvous point, Captain announced Navigator Alex Reeves, his fingers dancing across the holographic controls. Maya nodded, her dark eyes fixed on the view screen. All stations report status. As her crew called out their readiness, a massive ship shimmered into existence before them. Its sleek, crystalline structure dwarfed the horizon, making Earth's pride and joy look like a mere toy in comparison. "My God," whispered Dr. Elara Wells, the ship's xenobiologist. "It's beautiful." The alien vessel pulsed with an ethereal light, and suddenly a melodic voice filled the horizon's bridge. "Greetings, humans of Earth. We are the Zarkoni Collective. We welcome you to the galactic community." Maya stepped forward, her voice steady despite her racing heart. "This is Captain Maya Chen of the Earth Ship Horizon. We come in peace and friendship." A chuckle, both musical and condescending, echoed through the speakers. "Peace and friendship. How quaint. Tell us, Captain Chen, how long did it take your species to achieve faster-than-light travel?" Caught off guard by the question, Maya hesitated before answering. "We achieved FTL capabilities just 3 years ago." Another laugh, this time joined by multiple voices. 3 years? Oh, you poor primitive creatures. We mastered faster-than-light travel millennia ago. Your technology must seem so advanced to you. The mocking tone sent a chill down Maya's spine. This wasn't the warm welcome they had hoped for. "We may be new to interstellar travel," she replied, keeping her voice level, "but we have much to offer. We seek to learn and grow." "Learn and grow," interrupted the alien voice. "Perhaps you can learn to be our pets. That might be all you're good for." Anger flashed across the faces of the Horizon's crew. Dr. Wells stepped forward, her scientific curiosity overriding her indignation. "We've made great strides in various fields of science. Surely there must be areas where we can contribute." "Contribute?" The alien's tone dripped with disdain. "Your science is like a child's finger painting compared to our masterpieces. But please, do continue to amuse us with your primitive notions." As the humiliation continued, Maya noticed her communications officer, Lieutenant Zara Patel, discreetly tapping at her console. Zara caught the captain's eye and gave a subtle nod. She had managed to record and analyze the alien transmission, gathering valuable data even as they endured the mockery. For the next hour, the Zarkoni continued to belittle humanity's achievements, dismissing their art, culture, and technology as insignificant. With each passing moment, Maya's determination grew. She would prove them wrong, show them that humanity was more than they assumed. As the cultural exchange drew to a close, the Zarkoni spokesperson's voice took on a patronizing tone. "We will allow your species limited access to some of our less advanced outposts. Perhaps in a few thousand years, you might evolve enough to be of some use to us." Maya's jaw clenched, but she maintained her diplomatic composure. "We appreciate your generosity. Rest assured, we will make the most of this opportunity." As the communication ended and the alien ship disappeared in a flash of light, a heavy silence fell over the Horizon's bridge. The crew looked to their captain, a mix of anger, shame, and determination in their eyes. Maya took a deep breath, then addressed her team. "I know that wasn't what we expected, but remember this moment. Remember how they laughed at us, how they dismissed us, because one day we'll prove them wrong." She turned to Zara. "Lieutenant Patel, what were you able to gather from their transmission?" Zara's eyes lit up. "A lot, Captain. Their technology is incredible, but there are patterns, frequencies we've never seen before. I think they're using dimensional manipulation far beyond anything we theorized." Dr. Wells leaned in, intrigued. Dimensional manipulation, like in Dr. Takashi's theoretical work on higher dimensional physics. Zara nodded excitedly. Exactly like that. If we could understand this, replicate it, we could leapfrog centuries of technological development. Maya finished, a spark of hope igniting in her chest. Set a course for Earth, maximum speed, she ordered her helmsman. Then, addressing the entire crew, she continued, "What happened here today doesn't leave this ship. As far as the world is concerned, we had a polite first contact, but we have work to do." As the horizon turned back towards Earth, Maya's mind raced with possibilities. The Zarkone had unwittingly given humanity a gift, the motivation to prove them wrong and a glimpse of the technology that could make it possible. Little did the aliens know, back on Earth, a secret project was already underway. A project that would soon shake the foundations of the galaxy and force the Zarkone to eat their words. In the depths of a hidden facility beneath the Atacama Desert, Dr. Hiroshi Takashi stood before a shimmering portal, a smile playing on his lips. "Soon," he whispered, "very, very soon." As the horizon streaked through space, carrying its cargo of wounded pride and newfound determination, humanity stood on the brink of a revolution. The Zarkone's mockery had lit a fire that would forge a new destiny for Earth and its people. The stage was set for a story that would echo across the stars, a tale of human ingenuity, resilience, and the indomitable spirit of a species that refused to be underestimated. The journey home was filled with a tense silence, broken only by the hum of the ship's engines and the occasional murmur of the crew as they processed what had happened. Captain Chen spent the time reviewing Zara's findings, her mind whirling with the implications of what they had discovered. As Earth came into view, a blue marble suspended in the vastness of space, Maya felt a renewed sense of purpose. She would not let her planet, her people, be dismissed so easily. The Zarkone had no idea what they had awakened in humanity. "Prepare for re-entry," she commanded, her voice filled with quiet determination. "It's time to show the galaxy what humans are truly capable of." The horizon blazed through Earth's atmosphere, carrying with it the seeds of a revolution that would change the course of human history forever. Project Prometheus unveiled. The horizon's return to Earth set in motion a chain of events that would reshape humanity's future. Within hours of their landing, Captain Maya Chen and her key crew members were whisked away to a top-secret facility deep beneath the Atacama Desert. As they descended in a high-speed elevator, Dr. Ilara Wells couldn't contain her curiosity. "Captain, do you have any idea what this is about?" Maya shook her head. "Your guess is as good as mine, Doctor. But whatever it is, it must be big." The elevator doors opened, revealing a vast underground complex humming with activity. Scientists and engineers rushed back and forth, their faces a mix of excitement and intense concentration. At the center of it all stood a familiar figure, Dr. Hiroshi Takashi, the renowned physicist whose theories on higher dimensional physics had been dismissed as too fantastical by much of the scientific community. "Welcome," Dr. Takashi greeted them, his eyes sparkling with barely contained excitement, "to Project Prometheus." The team was led into a large briefing room where they were joined by military officials and government representatives. Among them was UN Secretary-General Amara Okafor, her presence a testament to the gravity of the situation. "What you're about to see is classified at the highest level," Secretary-General Okafor began. "Project Prometheus has been in development for the past 5 years, ever since Dr. Takashi's breakthrough in higher dimensional physics." Dr. Takashi stepped forward, activating a holographic display. "While the world believed we were working on conventional propulsion systems, we were actually pursuing something far more ambitious: travel through the 7th dimension." The room erupted in murmurs of disbelief and excitement. Maya leaned forward, her mind racing. "The 7th dimension, is that even possible?" "Not only possible," Dr. Takashi replied with a smile, "but we're on the verge of achieving it. Your encounter with the Zarkone has only confirmed what we've long suspected, that advanced civilizations use higher dimensional manipulation for their technology. Lieutenant Zara Patel's eyes widened in realization. The energy patterns I detected from their ship. Exactly, Dr. Takashi nodded. You've provided us with invaluable data that could be the key to perfecting our own system. The holographic display shifted, showing a complex schematic of a ship unlike anything they had ever seen. Its design was sleek and otherworldly, with a shimmering, almost translucent hull. This, Dr. Takashi announced proudly, is the ESS Prometheus, a ship capable of folding spacetime itself, allowing us to step through the higher dimensions and emerge anywhere in the universe almost instantaneously. The room fell silent as the implications sank in. This wasn't just faster than light travel. This was the ability to traverse the cosmos in the blink of an eye. Captain Chen was the first to break the silence. How close are we to having a working prototype? Dr. Takashi's expression grew serious. That's where you come in, Captain. With the data you've brought back, we believe we can have a fully functional ship within 6 months. Secretary General Okafor stepped forward, which brings us to why you're all here. We need a crew for the Prometheus, and you've already proven yourselves in first contact situations. Captain Chen, we want you to lead this mission. Maya felt the weight of responsibility settle on her shoulders. This wasn't just about exploring the stars anymore. It was about proving humanity's worth to a galaxy that had dismissed them. I'd be honored, she said, her voice firm with resolve. Dr. Wells raised her hand. But what about the Zarkoni? Won't they notice if we suddenly show up with technology rivaling theirs? A sleek smile crossed Secretary General Okafor's face. That's the beauty of it, Doctor. They've underestimated us so thoroughly that they won't see it coming. We'll be building the Prometheus in secret, while publicly pursuing more conventional methods of space travel. The briefing continued late into the night, with each team member being assigned crucial roles in the project. Dr. Wells would work on adapting human biology to withstand the stresses of seventh-dimensional travel. Lieutenant Patel would help decrypt and analyze the Zarkoni transmissions, searching for any additional insights into their technology. As the meeting concluded, Maya found herself standing before a viewing window, looking out at the partially constructed Prometheus. Its hull seemed to shimmer and shift, as if it wasn't quite part of this reality. Dr. Takashi joined her, his eyes fixed on the ship. Beautiful, isn't it? The culmination of humanity's dreams and determination. Maya nodded, a mix of emotions swirling within her. It's incredible. But Doctor, are we ready for this? The responsibility, the power this ship represents. Takashi placed a hand on her shoulder. Captain Chen, throughout history, humanity has faced moments like this, moments where we stand on the precipice of a new era. And every time, we've risen to the challenge. The Zarkoni may see us as primitive, but they've forgotten a crucial truth about our species. And what's that? Maya asked. We thrive on adversity, Takashi replied, his voice filled with conviction. We grow stronger when faced with challenges. The Zarkoni's mockery isn't going to hold us back, it's going to propel us forward. As they stood there, watching the Prometheus take shape, Maya felt a surge of pride and determination. The next 6 months would be grueling, pushing them to their limits and beyond. But with every passing day, every small victory and setback, they would be working towards a moment that would change the course of human history. The Zarkoni had mocked humanity, believing them to be primitive and insignificant. Soon, they would learn just how wrong they were. For in the hidden depths of the Atacama Desert, a new chapter in human evolution was being written, one that would echo across the stars and shake the very foundations of the galaxy. As Maya turned to leave, ready to begin the monumental task ahead, she cast one last look at the Prometheus. Get ready, universe, she whispered. Humanity is coming. The seventh dimension breakthrough. The next 6 months passed in a blur of frenetic activity. The underground facility, now dubbed Olympus Base, buzzed with energy day and night as scientists, engineers, and crew members worked tirelessly to bring the Prometheus to life. Captain Maya Chen found herself at the heart of it all, overseeing training simulations, approving design modifications, and serving as the bridge between the scientific team and the military personnel assigned to the project. The pressure was immense, but she thrived on it, drawing strength from the shared purpose that united them all. Dr. Ilara Wells had made significant progress in her research on human adaptation to seventh-dimensional travel. The key, she explained during one of their daily briefings, is to create a buffer zone around the human body, a kind of dimensional bubble that protects us from the extreme forces we'll encounter. Lieutenant Zara Patel, working alongside Dr. Takashi, had decrypted more of the Zarkoni transmissions, revealing crucial details about their dimensional manipulation technology. "It's like they're playing the cosmic instrument," Zara said, her eyes alight with wonder. "They're not just moving through space, they're harmonizing with the fundamental frequencies of the universe itself." As the deadline approached, tension mounted. The Prometheus was nearly complete, its otherworldly hull gleaming under the harsh lights of the assembly bay. But the true test lay ahead, activating the seventh-dimensional drive for the first time. On the eve of the test, Maya found Dr. Takashi in his lab, poring over final calculations. "Dr. Takashi," she said softly, not wanting to startle him. "It's late, you should rest." The scientist looked up, his eyes red-rimmed from lack of sleep but burning with intensity. "Captain Chen, I was just double-checking everything. Tomorrow's the day we make history." Maya nodded, understanding the weight of the moment. "Are we ready?" Takashi sighed, running a hand through his disheveled hair. "As ready as we'll ever be. The math checks out, the simulations are positive, but—" He trailed off, looking at the complex equations scrawled across his whiteboard. "But we're stepping into the unknown," Maya finished for him. "Exactly," Takashi nodded. "We're not just pushing the boundaries of science, Captain. We're redefining the very nature of reality." Maya placed a reassuring hand on his shoulder. "And that's why we need you at your best tomorrow. Get some sleep, Doctor. The universe will still be there in the morning, waiting for us to unlock its secrets." As dawn broke over the Atacama Desert, Olympus Base was a hive of activity. The Prometheus had been moved to a specially constructed launch bay, its sleek form dominating the cavernous space. Technicians scurried around, performing last-minute checks and adjustments. Maya stood on the bridge of the Prometheus, her crew at their stations. Dr. Takashi and his team were in the engine room, ready to activate the seventh-dimensional drive. Secretary General Okafor and other high-ranking officials watched from a secure observation deck. "All systems check out, Captain," reported Navigator Alex Rees, his voice tense with anticipation. Maya took a deep breath, feeling the weight of the moment. "Dr. Takashi, are we go for dimensional drive activation?" There was a pause, then Takashi's voice came through, steady and clear. "We are go, Captain. Initiating startup sequence now." The ship hummed to life, a strange, otherworldly vibration that seemed to resonate with their very atoms. On the viewscreen, Maya watched as reality itself began to ripple and distort around them. "Dimensional field stabilizing," Zara called out, her fingers dancing across her console. "We're approaching critical resonance." The vibration intensified, and for a heart-stopping moment, Maya feared they had miscalculated. But then, with a sound like reality itself tearing, a shimmering portal opened before them. "My God," whispered Dr. Wells, staring at the swirling vortex of energy. "We did it." Maya allowed herself a small smile. "Not yet, we haven't. Mr. Rees, take us in." With exquisite care, Alex guided the Prometheus towards the portal. As they crossed the threshold, Maya felt a sensation unlike anything she had ever experienced, as if her consciousness was expanding, touching the very fabric of the cosmos. For what seemed like an eternity and no time at all, they existed in a realm beyond human comprehension. Colors that had no name in any earthly language danced around them, and Maya could have sworn she heard the music of the spheres, the grand symphony of creation itself. And then, with a flash of light that outshone a supernova, they emerged. Status report. Maya called out, blinking away the afterimages. All systems nominal, Captain, Alex responded, his voice filled with awe. But you need to see this. The view screen flickered to life, and Maya's breath caught in her throat. Before them lay a vista of unimaginable beauty, a nebula of swirling gases and newborn stars, its colors so vivid they seemed to pulse with life. "Where are we?" she whispered. Zara's voice was hushed with wonder as she replied, "According to our calculations, we're in the Andromeda Galaxy, Captain. We've traveled over 2.5 million light-years in the blink of an eye." The bridge erupted in cheers and embraces, the crew overwhelmed by the magnitude of their achievement. Maya felt tears pricking at her eyes as she stared at the cosmic tapestry before them. Dr. Takashi's voice came through the comm, choked with emotion. "We did it, Captain. We've unlocked the secrets of the seventh dimension." As the initial euphoria subsided, Maya's mind turned to the implications of their success. They had done more than just achieve faster-than-light travel. They had revolutionized humanity's place in the universe. "Take us home, Mr. Reeves," she ordered, her voice steady despite the turmoil of emotions within her. "It's time to show the world, and the Zarkoni, what humanity is truly capable of." As the Prometheus slipped back into the seventh dimension, Maya Chen knew that nothing would ever be the same again. Humanity had taken its first true step into the cosmic arena, and the galaxy would soon learn that they were a force to be reckoned with. The age of human ascendancy had begun, and Maya couldn't help but smile at the thought of the Zarkoni's reaction when they realized just how badly they had underestimated Earth and its people. "Prepare for re-entry," she commanded, her voice ringing with quiet triumph. "We're about to change the course of history. Humanity's grand entrance." The return of the Prometheus to Earth was met with a mixture of awe, excitement, and apprehension. As news of humanity's breakthrough spread, the world erupted in celebration, streets filled with jubilant crowds, and for a moment, the divisions that had long plagued humanity seemed to fade in the face of this monumental achievement. However, in the corridors of power, a different atmosphere prevailed. World leaders gathered in an emergency session of the United Nations to discuss the implications of this new technology and how to proceed with revealing it to the galactic community. Captain Maya Chen and her crew found themselves at the center of a whirlwind of debriefings, press conferences, and strategy meetings. The decision was made. Humanity would make its grand entrance onto the galactic stage, and the Zarkoni would be their first stop. As the Prometheus prepared for its diplomatic mission, Maya addressed her crew. "What we're about to do will change the course of human history. The Zarkoni mocked us, dismissed us as primitives. Today, we show them, and the entire galaxy, what humanity is truly capable of." The ship hummed to life, its seventh-dimensional drive singing with power. With a flash of light that outshone the sun, the Prometheus vanished from Earth orbit, reappearing instantaneously at the coordinates of the Zarkoni homeworld. The alien world loomed before them, a swirling marble of purple and gold. Surrounding it was a vast network of orbital stations and shipyards, a testament to the Zarkoni's advanced civilization. But even their impressive fleet seemed to pale in comparison to the sleek, almost ethereal form of the Prometheus. "We're being hailed, Captain," Lieutenant Zara Patel reported, a hint of satisfaction in her voice. On screen, Maya ordered, straightening her uniform. The view screen flickered to life, revealing the shocked face of a Zarkoni official. His multifaceted eyes widened in disbelief as he recognized a species addressing him. This is impossible," the alien sputtered. "How did you? You shouldn't be capable of reaching our homeworld for centuries." Maya allowed herself a small, satisfied smile. "It seems you may have underestimated us, honored Zarkoni. We request permission to dock and meet with your leadership." The next few hours were a blur of activity. As the Prometheus was guided into a massive docking bay, the crew could feel the weight of countless alien eyes upon them. Word of their arrival had spread quickly through the Zarkoni civilization, and crowds of diverse alien species gathered to catch a glimpse of the impossible humans. The diplomatic team, led by Dr. Samantha Wells and accompanied by Captain Chen, disembarked to meet with the Zarkoni High Council. As they walked through the sprawling corridors of the alien capital, Samantha couldn't help but marvel at the advanced technologies surrounding them. Yet, she reminded herself, they now carried within their ship the potential to rival even this. The meeting with the High Council was tense, filled with thinly veiled suspicion and disbelief. The Zarkoni leaders struggled to reconcile the primitive humans they had dismissed mere months ago with the beings who now stood before them, having crossed vast distances of space in the blink of an eye. High Counselor Zaxar, his scales shifting colors in agitation, addressed the human delegation. "You claim to have mastered seventh-dimensional travel, yet mere months ago you were barely capable of leaving your own star system. How is this possible?" Dr. Wells stepped forward, her voice calm and measured. "High Counselor, humanity has always been capable of great leaps in understanding and technology. Your encounter with our previous expeditions served as a catalyst, pushing us to unlock potential we didn't know we possessed." Maya added, "We come not to boast or to threaten, but to extend a hand in true friendship and cooperation. Our achievement has opened our eyes to the wonders of the universe, and we're eager to learn and grow alongside other civilizations." The council chamber erupted in murmurs and heated discussions in various alien languages. Maya could sense the mix of fear, admiration, and calculation in their reactions. The balance of power in the galaxy had shifted, and everyone in the room knew it. After hours of intense negotiation, a tentative agreement was reached. The Zarkoni, realizing the potential benefits of an alliance with humanity, agreed to sponsor Earth's entry into the Galactic Confederation, a loose coalition of advanced species. As the human delegation prepared to return to the Prometheus, High Counselor Zaxar approached Maya. "Captain Chen," he said, his voice a mix of respect and lingering disbelief, "it seems we gravely misjudged your species. On behalf of the Zarkoni people, I offer our sincere apologies for our earlier dismissiveness." Maya nodded, accepting the apology with grace. "Thank you, High Counselor. We look forward to a future of mutual understanding and cooperation." As they walked back to their ship, Dr. Wells couldn't contain her excitement. "Can you believe it, Captain? We're about to join a galactic community. The scientific and cultural exchange alone will be—" Her words were cut short by a sudden, blaring alarm. The corridors of the Zarkoni station were bathed in pulsing red light, and panicked voices filled the air. Maya's comm badge chirped urgently. It was Lieutenant Pertel back on the Prometheus. "Captain, we're detecting a massive energy surge at the edge of the system. It's like nothing we've ever seen before." Before Maya could respond, the Zarkoni High Counselor rushed towards them, his scales a pale, fearful blue. "Quickly, you must return to your ship. It's happening again. The void maw has opened." As they hurried back to the Prometheus, Maya's mind raced. They had come to prove humanity's worth to the galaxy, but it seemed the universe had an even greater challenge in store for them. Whatever this void maw was, she had a feeling that humanity's true test was just beginning. The Prometheus crew scrambled to their stations as Maya and the diplomatic team rushed onto the bridge. On the main view screen, a terrifying sight greeted them. A massive, swirling vortex of darkness that seemed to devour light itself. "Status report," Maya barked, slipping into her captain's chair. "The anomaly is expanding rapidly, Captain," Zara reported, her fingers flying over her console. "It's already consumed 2 of Zarkoni's outer planets." Dr. Wells leaned in, her scientific curiosity overriding her fear. "What is that thing?" High Counselor Zaxar, who had followed them onto the bridge, answered grimly. "We call it the void maw. It's a rupture in the fabric of space-time that appears without warning, consuming everything in its path. We've lost entire systems to these events." Maya's mind raced with the implications. Can it be stopped? Zaxar shook his head, his multifaceted eyes reflecting the swirling chaos on the screen. We've tried everything. Our most advanced ships, our greatest weapons. Nothing can close the breach once it forms. We can only evacuate and hope it dissipates on its own. As if to underscore his words, the view screen showed a small moon being pulled into the vortex, disintegrating as it was torn apart by immense gravitational forces. Maya exchanged glances with her crew. This was far beyond what they had expected to encounter, but it was also an opportunity. A chance to prove humanity's worth on a galactic scale. "Dr. Takashi," she called out, "could our seventh-dimensional drive have any effect on this phenomenon?" The scientist's voice came through, thoughtful and cautious. "It's possible, Captain. The void maw seems to be a tear in the lower dimensions. In theory, we might be able to use our drive to manipulate the higher dimensions and seal the breach." "In theory," Maya repeated, weighing the risks. She looked around at her crew, seeing determination in their eyes. Then she turned to High Counselor Zaxar. "We're going to try to stop this thing. Evacuate as many as you can, just in case." The Zarkoni leader stared at her in disbelief. "You'd risk yourselves for us, after how we treated you." Maya's response was firm. "That's who we are, Counselor. Humanity doesn't back down from a challenge, especially when lives are at stake." As the Prometheus moved towards the void maw, Maya felt the weight of not just her crew, but all of humanity on her shoulders. They had come to prove themselves to the galaxy. Now they faced a trial by fire that would either cement their place among the stars or end in catastrophe. "All hands, brace for dimensional jump," she commanded, her voice steady despite the gravity of the moment. "Let's show the universe what humanity can do." With a flash of light, the Prometheus plunged towards the maw of darkness, carrying with it the hopes of not just Earth, but an entire galaxy. The true test of humanity's ingenuity and courage was about to begin. Galactic crisis and human ingenuity. As the Prometheus hurtled towards the void maw, the crew felt the fabric of reality bend around them. The ship's seventh-dimensional drive hummed with power, creating a protective bubble that allowed them to approach the cosmic anomaly. "Status report," Maya called out, her knuckles white as she gripped her command chair. "Dimensional drive stable, Captain," Dr. Takashi's voice came through, tense but controlled. "We're maintaining our integrity, but the forces out there are like nothing we've ever encountered." On the view screen, the void maw loomed larger than life, a swirling maelstrom of darkness that seemed to devour light itself. Debris from shattered planets and unfortunate ships spiraled into its maw, disappearing into the unknown. "Dr. Wells, what are we looking at?" Maya asked, her eyes fixed on the terrifying spectacle before them. The xenobiologist's voice was filled with a mix of fear and scientific awe. "It's like a tear in the fabric of space-time, Captain. The laws of physics as we know them break down at its edges. It's beautiful and terrifying." "Can we seal it?" Maya pressed, acutely aware of the clock ticking against them. Dr. Takashi's response was cautious. "In theory, yes. We need to generate a seventh-dimensional field that matches the frequency of the tear, then invert it. It's like stitching up a wound in reality itself." Maya nodded, her mind racing with the implications. "What do you need?" "Power," Takashi replied. "More power than we've ever channeled before. We'll have to push the drive beyond its designed limits." "Do it," Maya ordered without hesitation. "Divert all non-essential power to the dimensional drive." As the crew scrambled to make the necessary adjustments, Maya opened a channel to the Zarkoni fleet. "This is Captain Chen of the Prometheus. We're attempting to seal the breach. Continue your evacuation efforts, but be prepared to assist if we succeed." High Counselor Zaxar's voice came through, tinged with both hope and disbelief. "Understood, Captain. May the cosmic threads be with you." The Prometheus edged closer to the void maw, its hull creaking under the immense gravitational stresses. Warning alarms blared across the bridge as systems were pushed to their limits. Initiating dimensional inversion, Dr. Takashi announced, his voice strained. "Brace yourselves." A surge of energy pulsed from the Prometheus, visible as a wave of shimmering light that spread out towards the cosmic tear. For a moment, nothing seemed to happen. Then, slowly, the edges of the void maw began to waver. "It's working," Zara exclaimed, her eyes wide with excitement. "The breach is starting to close." But their victory was short-lived. Suddenly, the ship lurched violently, throwing the crew against their stations. "What's happening?" Maya demanded, pulling herself back into her chair. "The void maw is fighting back," Dr. Takashi shouted over the din of alarms. "It's like it has a will of its own. Our field isn't strong enough." Maya's mind raced, searching for a solution. Then, an idea struck her, risky, potentially suicidal, but their only chance. "Dr. Takashi, what if we inverted the ship itself?" she asked. "Use the Prometheus as a giant suture to stitch up the tear." There was a moment of stunned silence on the bridge. Then Takashi's voice came through, filled with a mix of fear and admiration. It could work. But Captain, the stresses on the ship, on the crew, we might not survive." Maya looked around at her crew, seeing the same determination in their eyes that she felt. "We knew the risks when we signed up for this mission. If we don't stop this thing here and now, countless worlds will suffer. Are we in agreement?" A chorus of affirmatives rang out across the bridge. Maya nodded, a fierce pride swelling in her chest. "All right then, Dr. Takashi, make it happen. Everyone else, brace for dimensional inversion." The Prometheus shuddered as its very structure began to shift, aligning itself with the higher dimensions. Maya felt a sensation unlike anything she had ever experienced, as if her very atoms were being stretched across the cosmos. With a final surge of power, the ship plunged into the heart of the void maw. Reality itself seemed to bend and warp around them. Through the viewscreen, Maya caught glimpses of other dimensions, of possibilities, and parallel universes flashing by in an instant. And then, with a sound like the universe itself sighing in relief, the tear began to close. The Prometheus, acting as a cosmic needle and thread, stitched the fabric of space-time back together. As the last of the breach sealed, a shockwave of energy burst outward, sending the Prometheus tumbling through space. Emergency systems flared to life, stabilizing the ship's tumble. For a long moment, silence reigned on the bridge. Then slowly, the crew began to stir, checking systems and each other for damage. "Status report," Maya called out, her voice hoarse. One by one, the crew responded. Miraculously, they had all survived, though the ship had taken a beating. As the main view screen flickered back to life, a cheer went up across the bridge. Where the void maw had once loomed, there was now only the star-studded backdrop of space. They had done it. They had saved not just the Zarkoni system, but potentially countless worlds across the galaxy. As the Zarkoni fleet approached, their communications filled with messages of gratitude and awe, Maya felt a profound sense of pride. Humanity had faced its greatest challenge and emerged victorious, proving beyond any doubt their place among the stars. "Well done, everyone," she said, her voice filled with emotion. "We've just changed the course of galactic history." As the Prometheus limped back towards the Zarkoni homeworld for repairs, Maya knew that this was just the beginning. They had unlocked secrets of the universe that even the most advanced civilizations hadn't dreamed of. The age of human ascendancy in the cosmos had truly begun. But with great power came great responsibility. As she looked out at the stars, Maya Chen realized that humanity's greatest challenges and greatest adventures still lay ahead. The galaxy was vast, full of wonders and dangers beyond imagination. And now Earth stood ready to face them all. A new era for Earth and beyond. The return of the Prometheus to Earth was met with unprecedented global celebration. Streets in every major city were filled with cheering crowds, their faces turned skyward as the ship that had saved a distant world and elevated humanity's status in the galaxy made its final approach. As the Prometheus touched down at the newly constructed Olympus spaceport, Captain Maya Chen and her crew emerged to a hero's welcome. World leaders, scientists, and citizens from all walks of life had gathered to greet them. The air was electric with a sense of newfound unity and purpose. Secretary-General Amara Okafor stepped forward to greet them, her face beaming with pride. Captain Chen, on behalf of all humanity, welcome home. Your bravery and ingenuity have not only saved countless lives, but have ushered in a new era for our species. Maya, still processing the enormity of what they had accomplished, nodded solemnly. Thank you, Madam Secretary. But this achievement belongs to all of us. It's a testament to what humanity can accomplish when we work together. In the days that followed, Earth was abuzz with activity. The United Nations convened an emergency session to discuss humanity's new role in the galactic community. Scientists from around the world pored over the data collected from the Voidmore incident, seeking to unlock more secrets of the universe. Meanwhile, delegations from various alien species began arriving on Earth. The Zarkoni, once dismissive of humanity, now sought to establish strong diplomatic ties. Other civilizations, intrigued by the species that had managed to close a Voidmore, reached out with offers of cultural and technological exchange. Amidst the whirlwind of diplomacy and scientific breakthroughs, Maya found herself in a quiet moment with Dr. Hiroshi Takashi in his lab at Olympus Base. The scientist was examining a holographic model of the Voidmore, his face etched with concentration. "Penny for your thoughts, Doctor," Maya asked, startling him from his reverie. Takashi smiled wryly. "I was just thinking about how far we've come and how far we still have to go. The Voidmore incident, it's opened up so many questions about the nature of our universe." Maya nodded, understanding the weight of their discoveries. And with those questions come responsibilities. We've proven ourselves on the galactic stage, but now we have to live up to that potential. Their conversation was interrupted by an urgent call from Secretary-General Okafor. "Captain Chen, Dr. Takashi, your presence is requested in the Situation Room immediately. We've received a distress call from the Galactic Confederation." Within the hour, Maya found herself standing before a holographic projection of various alien leaders, their faces grave with concern. High Counselor Zaxar of the Zarkoni spoke first. "Esteemed colleagues of Earth, we face a crisis that threatens the very fabric of our galaxy. Our long-range sensors have detected a cluster of Voidmores forming at the galactic core. If left unchecked, they could tear our galaxy apart." The room erupted in murmurs of fear and disbelief. Maya stepped forward, her voice steady. "What are our options?" A holographic map of the galaxy appeared, showing the spreading anomalies at its center. An avian alien, introduced as Grand Arbiter Kriax of the Ethon Conclave, spoke up. "We've assembled a task force of our most advanced ships, but even with our combined technologies, we lack the means to close breaches of this magnitude." All eyes turned to the human delegation. Secretary-General Okafor nodded to Maya, who took a deep breath before addressing the assembly. "Earth stands ready to assist. We propose a joint mission, combining our seventh-dimensional technology with the most advanced systems from other civilizations. Together, we might be able to stabilize the galactic core and prevent catastrophe." The next few weeks were a blur of activity. Earth's shipyards worked around the clock, constructing a fleet of advanced vessels incorporating technology from various alien allies. Scientists and engineers from dozens of species collaborated, pushing the boundaries of what was thought possible. As the day of departure approached, Maya stood on the bridge of the newly christened GSV Harmony, Earth's flagship for the mission. The ship dwarfed the original Prometheus, its sleek design a testament to the combined ingenuity of multiple civilizations. Dr. Takashi, now heading the scientific team, joined her at the view screen. "It's almost poetic, isn't it?" he mused. "Humanity's first real step into the galactic community is a mission to save it." Maya nodded, feeling the weight of responsibility on her shoulders. "We've come so far in such a short time. from being dismissed as primitives to leading a multi-species task force. As the fleet prepared for departure, a message came through from Earth. It was a joint broadcast from leaders around the world, wishing them luck and Godspeed. The final message came from a group of schoolchildren, their young faces filled with hope and wonder. "Go get 'em, Captain Chen," they cheered. "Show the universe what humanity can do." With a lump in her throat, Maya gave the order. "All ships, prepare for dimensional jump. Let's go save a galaxy." In a dazzling display of light, the fleet vanished from Earth orbit, embarking on humanity's greatest adventure yet. As they hurtled towards the galactic core, Maya reflected on the journey that had brought them here. From a species confined to a single world, mocked and dismissed by advanced civilizations, they had risen to become key players in a cosmic drama. They had unlocked secrets of the universe, faced terrors beyond imagination, and emerged stronger for it. Whatever challenges lay ahead at the galactic core, Maya knew that humanity would face them with courage, ingenuity, and an unbreakable spirit. The stars had once seemed out of reach, but now they were humanity's playground, their destiny. As the Harmony led the fleet towards their greatest challenge yet, Maya Chen allowed herself a small smile. The adventure was just beginning, and the entire universe was watching to see what humanity would do next. The age of human ascendancy had truly begun, and the galaxy would never be the same again.